use heat, which feels good, or do I put cold ice? I get confused. Hey, it's Darlene Smith, sharing is caring tips of the day. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but I get confused when you have a pain, an injury, something hurts. Do you put heat or do you put cold? The only thing I know is remember is that if there's swelling, then you put the ice to put the swelling down. That's all I know. Disclaimer, this is no medical professional advice. I know nothing about medicine, nothing about fixing stuff like that. If you got a pain, I'm not the person to call, but I can give you referrals as such. Now, they also say that you shouldn't use either within 20 minutes. Now, here's a couple things. If it is a muscle problem, then heat is the answer. All right, so that's where muscles. If it's a nerve problem, hey, you got the nerve, that means you use cold ice. All right, so basically cold, right, within the first 72 hours in some form, reduces pain, swelling. It usually for short term, it's usually for acute injuries. It kind of numbs the pain, it limits bruising, right? It's inflammation. So that's kind of with the nerves. And for the muscles, it's usually an injury, right? And that happens. Now, muscle pain or stiffness, tension, heat actually improves the circulation and the blood flow, kind of relaxes the muscles. Now, one of the things they say is don't use it right on your skin. Sometimes you have to use both. So here's a couple things to ask yourself. Has the injury healed or is it fresh? Are your muscles tight or tender? Is there pain located in joints and muscles? Things like that. We're just trying to keep it simple. Well, of course, we know with ice, right? You can get ice on the machine. And of course, the old typical, gotta get the swelling down. I've had some pain in my hands lately, so I had to put some ice on. Now, it's always bag of peas or corn. Now, it doesn't really matter the flavor or the brand. Cheapest is the best, right? Just remember that if you're using them for pains, don't put them in for supper. So I don't have any corn or peas at this particular moment, so let's use some hash browns. They work. This just happens to be McCain's. All right, whatever kind that you have. Now, of course, heat, right? You can use, remember these magic bags, heating pads, whatever you can do. They do say that there's two types of heat. There's dry heat, which is those, and then there's wet heat, damp heat, moisture. So take a towel or something, put it in some hot water, and wrap it around, right? Or you can just sit in the whole tub, and then you really got moist heat. Now, for me, my best answer is, yep, we've got one, Mickey Magic Towel. So if I just drop that in water, it's going to expand, and then I have my moist heat. Works for me. Might work for you as well. Now, the other thing is that what you can do, I like sometimes just keep things simple. If I got a pain, I don't know which one to use. Yeah, I could just I need more of these. I could just put a Mickey Mouse Band-Aid and then I'll just think about it being helpful. Hot or cold or both, combination, sharing is caring. Hey, I like hot more than cold. How about you? Hey, could use some tips.